program would help prepare them for that too.
All right, one of the many awesome CTU programs offered here in CCISD. We'll go ahead and let you get started.
Okay, great. All right, guys, so we're just picking up on some of the intraoral landmarks that we've already kind of identified. I know some of the ones that y'all struggled with the most is the mucogingival junction. So remember the word muco or mucosa is the tissue that makes up the mouth, and then gingiva is another word for gums. So the mucogingival junction is where that lining mucosa that kind of makes up that vestibule, that space in the mouth, meets that attached gingiva. And so it's a very distinct line of color change. I normally would have my pointer, but it's going to be where the more red area at the top meets the more pink area of the tissue. Another way to establish that mucogingival junction is the bulkiness. And so the bone is going to have a little bit more fullness, and it almost creates like a ledge right before you hit that gingival junction. And so when y'all are identifying that on your classmates, then that's kind of what you're looking for, either that line of color change or kind of that bulkiness that's kind of segueing into the rest of the mucosa. Some other areas that we've been working on is the frenums. So there's several different locations of those frenums. And the frenum is just the attachment of skin that either attaches to the lip, which means labia, or to the tongue, which is lingual. And so when I'm asking you to identify those landmarks, make sure you're listening to all the anatomical descriptors. So am I asking you for maxillary or mandibular? Where is the maxillary going to be? Top. Okay. And what about mandibular?
Bottom.
Great. And then if I ask for labial frenum, where would you find that attached?
Underneath the tongue.
Labial is lip. Labial is lip. Good. And then if I ask you for lingual,
The tongue.
good. And then the other location is going to be bubble. Good. So the inner lining of the cheek. So when we get in the operatories, and we have some of them set up for typodonts, so they don't actually have some of those tissues, but you can point in the vicinity of those tissues. And then we're also going to have a live patient in the middle operatory. So after you have some practice with your typodonts, if you want to see live instruction, then we'll have that set up in the middle operatory as well. So we're going to go ahead and break. So I've already assigned you some roles ahead of time. So we have some people that are going to go into sterilization and kind of get the instruments processed. And then we have some groups going in the two operatories with typodonts. And then we're also going to demonstrate seating a patient live and kind of getting a real patient ready to be laid back so that we can do the identification of the landmarks. So go for it. Make sure that your hair is back, your jackets are buttoned up, that you practice proper PPE and infection control practices. Callie, yeah, you're in the waiting room. So once we kind of get everybody cleared and in their spots, then we can kind of follow Kyla. She's going to see the patient, not just yet. Let's just wait until people kind of get out of the way. So what's really cool about this program is that it's literally like a real-life dental office. We have a waiting room, we have a reception area, and we have 3 operatories and sterilization. So Kyla, whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and get your patient.
Hi, are you Miss Dimmel? Yes. Oh, it's nice to meet you. Will you call me back to talk too? So today, me and my assistant will be marking all the landmarks on your face and mouth. How have you been today? Great. How are you? Good. Does that feel good? Yes. Okay. Let me just get all my PPE on. Any questions, let me know.
So, and then I've said it a couple times when I go to similar practicing, like maxillary labia is just clear the frenum is that little attachment. And they just type it out as a habit, but medium sulcus is another
straight into your mouth and grab this right.
So Filtrum is your filter for the nose. Okay, awesome. Great. Do you have any questions about any of the landmarks, or are you also kind of working your way down? That's okay. I mean, because some of them y'all know pretty well. So then the others is where we're gonna focus. Okay.
The orbital area. How do you get it? What is it?
We're doing
The bubble.
yeah, the side.
Where's the landmark? There's another one that you can see. It's the that little.
The T.
This is what, okay, I'm gonna jump in for a second because I want you to know this. So, I don't know, vision, like, show us the incisive papilla.
Incisive papilla.
Right here. It's really
So incisive is gonna be the one behind 8 and 9. So that's the top. That's okay, that's what I'm doing. Yeah, that's what we're doing. And there's several things called papilla. Did you remember how to smear in the way? There we go. Now that we know where we're at, and then establish that hold. Kind of move your hand on a little bit lower so that you have a stable point on your face and your mirror's not moving all around. Okay, good. And then do you want to show that mirror? Yeah, so that they can see in there. Can you see? Sammy, you can get a little bit closer. Okay. And then sometimes the mirror gets some like stuff on it and you have to take it and wipe it in the corner. And then y'all remember the little trick I taught y'all? Yeah, so whenever the mirror gets kind of foggy, we'll stick it in the cube for a little bit, that'll heat it up. So what does our product control look like? Is it a good distinguishable one? Is you see it, Sammy? Is there any other landmarks on here that y'all have questions? Have you been shown the mucogingival functions in person? What about the spongiform and the filiform patella? Okay. Perfect. And then what's the other kind?
Those are the very last. And then
Which we can actually see how these are pretty good.
The first
And then anything else back in the palette that we need to identify? Okay, yep, we got one. That's on the hard side. Perfect. So that's a hard conversation. It's like, I'll let you know every day and what goes further back to the soft palate. You can look at your papers. Yes, yes. You can, okay, so we can check hers out. You might have to use the mirror to depress the tongue a little and try to say, oh. Awesome. All right, I'm gonna go check on the others.
Just make sure you actually.
If y'all want to switch roles, since y'all have to be on, y'all can just kind of take some turns moving around.
Okay.
Put your,
And then the outer focus of the eye is going to be on this side. And then the labial commissure. That's going to be this right here. And
how are we doing over here?
Able is going to be good. That's going to be right here. It's going to be, it's like the jawline. And then have we done the rest? The inner space. This is the eye. Okay, that's going to be right here. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. For those of you that are working on a typodont and you don't have the tongue in their mouth, I'm going to pull the picture up here so y'all can use it as a reference.
And she said this section because you can't see it.
Okay, so here's that picture of the tongue. Remember the filiform or the white ones that fill the tongue. Okay, guys, thank you for being in charge of instruments today. So, did y'all check to see if there's anything in the dryer that needs to go into the bagging? Okay, let's just stand on this side. I think I can move stuff along. Oh, here we go. So then those instruments, as long as your gloves are dry, so you can take those out and bag them. Usually with the sterilization pouches, just be careful not to puncture it. And then if you make it, let's go back to the So what's happening is sterilization. So every time we use instruments on patients, there's a process that we have to go through to ensure that the instruments are sterilized. And so I always assign some students to do that role because that's a big part of what they do as dental assistants. So that they may not be chairside that day, they may be focusing on instruments, and everybody gets a rotation to be able to do these skills. So you want to go ahead and take those and bag them.
And then get the top and then just said I wouldn't bite off my lip.
Yeah, it's just the tip of the chin.
Yes. Do you want to give her some tape while she's doing that? Okay, awesome. Anybody have any questions?
Alright, that wraps up our time here at the Dentistry program at Clear Creek High School. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next time.